very intelligent people. Well, you'll be seeing the people you see regularly every day in your school, and then you see them on your TV screen, and then they are turning celebrities overnight. Let's go over to them now as we talk with them, and then we come back and still do more on Shagalinku. You're still on to Shagalinku on ARTV. It comes away every Saturday night from 11 p.m. to 12 noon, to 12 midnight rather. And we've been on here having our discussions since we started. And I have five wonderful young people who will be throwing more light on some of the activities that have been going on. But first of all, let's say that every 25th of November is the International Day set aside to end violence against women and girls. Now, a lot of people will be asking, are men also not violated? But then statistics has always shown that more women and children, particularly the girl child, are people who are more involved when it comes to violence, basically. And they'll be talking with us on that. And the team is also No Excuse. And we're saying no excuse for women and girls violence. And so also we're reaching out to the campuses and talking with young boys and girls to learn to have an enabling environment where they can all live together as one. I'm sure a lot of times why parents send their children to private universities or private schools is because they feel that some public schools could be too violent for their liking. Parents are at home working so hard and you don't know what's happening to your children, especially when it comes to bullying and all that. Parents are really scared that their kids might be bullied in school. And so that's why we're saying no excuses of any kind for people to get violated, be they women, be they men, be they boys, be they girls. And I have five wonderful people to talk about that. If you hang on and stay with us, we'll be right back in a jiffy.
I'm Nafisa Sheil Mohammed from Bahrain University, Kano, Department of Accounting and a brand ambassador.
My name is Jemima Musa Michelia, studying English language in FC Kano, a brand ambassador of Federal College of Education.
I'm Sani Mohammed. I major in sociology from Bahrain University, Kano, and I'm a Purple brand ambassador in Bahrain University.
My name is Dawda Lukman, a Purple brand ambassador representing Kano State Polytechnic, a civil engineer.
Hello people of Kano, I'm Lukisu Haruna from Bahrain University, Kano, from Economics Department.
We're looking at peaceful coexistence amongst people. I'd like you all to first of all share your experiences, how it was like for you being in school, because a lot of times, like in my intro, I was saying a lot of parents don't like sending their children to public schools. And when I say public schools, this also affects both from secondary school and universities. And of course, going through school, you know what you all faced: bullying, when it comes to student government union, you know what goes on there. Is a replica of what happens in the normal political sphere, where even as a lady, if you want to contest for election, the boys are always bullying you and saying, step down, you know you are a girl, and all that. So is any of you having any experience you want to share with us?
Shy type from the beginning, and I don't like talking in public. So being in public has opened my mindset and opportunities to stand in public and say and loud out my voice out. And also it changed some perspective of how I think about something and how I interact with people, especially with my colleagues in school and the public at large, even with my family. Though before I was not like the talking type, even in the class people know me well, and the people, you know, the talking type, I always kept myself quite alone. So the purple really changed all that for me. It makes me know that you can't just keep for yourself. You have to share your idea, share your reasoning, reason with people, and also understand how people will interact with each other. So I think it really, really changed the whole thinking and my perspective of how I think about something generally.
Precise, my friends. People do say, don't mind that this house I get that just forming for us. So when I came to school, I was staying off campus before in my parents' house. So because of that, I had to just like try to bring myself into the shoes, the way of school. I had to leave home. I came down to the hostel. I really learned a lot staying in the hostel. I was this kind of a preserved type. Growing up for me was very, very, very strict. I don't have access to people. I'm always alone. So when I got to school, I was like, Kai, I can't do this. My friends would be even going out. They they want to go to party, I'm always indoors in my room. So many people are like, please, Jemima, as in loosen up, cheer up, do this, do that. But still, I was like, no, no, no. So when the Purple program came to my school, my mom works in FC there, so she was like, okay, let me go through the safe spaces and then get more enlightened. So in the process, my communication skill was very poor before. In the process, my perspective of communicating with people really changed. Before, all I believe is that if a guy should touch you, it's a bad thing. If a guy should just say sit down or sit down near you, you might just get pregnant or something. I was having that mentality before. But after the safe spaces, I became this type that even if my dad is sitting down and a guy should call me, I would talk and talk and talk. My parents were like, wow, Purple has really changed me completely, and I'm very grateful to them.
I didn't really know how to talk in public, like express myself. But when I attended the Purple Safe Space, I became like, I loosened up a bit. I like share my thoughts with people. Like, yeah, I bring out suggestions, like my opinions about some things. And Gaskiya Purple has really helped me. Yeah, they have impacted positively on my life.
Fortunately, the project I worked on there was also on gender-based violence, which actually was informed by my Purple experience. There I got to understand the true message of Purple and the true message of the 50-50 world of opportunities that Purple has envisioned for people in Kano State. You see, the Purple is a world of opportunity. It sees unlimited opportunities for both men and women, boys and girls. It believes that everybody has the right to achieve their full potential. The Purple has taught me actually how to engage with people creatively, peacefully, and how to communicate with people in order for them to understand your own perception. So Purple has really done a good thing in actually teaching and training students cross-cultural dialogue. So you know how to engage with your spouses better, you know how to engage with your parents better, you know how to engage with other students better. The major reason for conflict in society is communication. It is what you say and what people understand. Purple has actually has done a very good job in trying to bridge this miscommunication between people and making people to engage in more positive thinking and more positive attitudes.
Or the best for the last. Luku, we call him Luku.
I'm not the last. I'm not the last.
We call him Luku, and he's really Luku.
The last shall come first. And the first shall come last.
Yes.
So
okay.
I'm not the last.
No, I said saving the best for the last.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone's done a bit of introduction. I know you are the very troublesome one in this group. I know, my spirit tells me that.
I'm gentle.
How are you see? So how are you able to get along with your colleagues? Sometimes it's a bit strange to be different. Sometimes when you are the most vocal in anything, especially when you are somewhere and things are going wrong and you're the one who speaks out, people see you like a bit strange, you are too vocal, you're troublesome, you are gra-gra, and that's what Luku portrays. But how have you been able to cope bringing all this in the group?
Well, thanks very much for the question. I could remember back then when I was in secondary school. I attended this GSS Mariri at my teenage age, like back then. So, what I'm trying to say in essence is that back then, I was the kind of person I don't talk much. I don't even like association things with people. The best friend I had then was my mother. So she's the person that directed me, do this. Later on, she said she's sweet and tired. I should go out, meet my friends, sit down with them. At least I will learn some other things from them. So when I get to school, most of the friends I like mingling with the stubborn type. They always like fighting.
No wonder.
So
now we do.
So that's why I love football. 247, when we were sent to school, they will go out to play football. So later on, when I got admission into the Kano State Polytechnic, so the mentality changed over there. I get to meet people that are older than me, people of my age and people that I'm older than. So I noticed a lot of things. The most valued people in high institution are people that are calm. If you should be that kind of person that is rude and the rest, like everybody will hit you. So later on, I changed everything to be calm, also not to show myself. Even my department, whenever they're doing things I don't like going into, because I don't want to get involved, so that I would not even fall into danger. So when people came in, like seriously, I was not one of the participants. So it was just later on I started hearing purposes, so I just went to witness what is happening. By to be sincere, men, a lot of them can testify. I do sit by the door to listen to what they say. So later on I get interested. This time, and this little thing that I see that I changed suddenly, it was through purpose. That I can stand in public, I can't even sit to see that someone is sitting on a little boy, little girl, a woman, or no matter how it is, no matter how I will set my own assistant so that I could see that everything is okay. Because the most thing you do to get me upset is when you temper or you're trying to cheat on a small boy, a girl, or the mother. So that is one thing about me. Thank you very much.
So we'll be wrapping up now, and as we wrap up, I have one last question for all of them. How can young boys and girls cohabit and find a way of having a peaceful society? Of course, it might be in the school, but then it leads also when you have a peaceful school environment and you have people who cohabit peacefully, you also can transcend that to the society. So I'll start again from my left, ladies first, and they will all finally tell us in one word how they can make the world a better place and how young girls and boys can cohabit peacefully in the campus and in the society.
Starting from the status quo, we must believe in a world where women and girls, women, men, and girls are given the right opportunity to say their opinion both in leadership and also in decision making. There should be a freedom of speech whereby the females and the males come on together to say the word, to voice out their opinion, and also in order to have a better place in the world. First, in during the first phase, the couple has bring more on this, and also has tried to encourage the men, the females to come out and voice out their issues pertaining to them and also what they think has been done wrong. I would say that the 50-50 campaign is to bring about good coexistence between the male and the female in the society. Pertaining to the school issues where there should be a better coexistence between the female and the male in the school, there should be a process whereby women should be given an opportunity in the politics using the SUG. I would say using the SUG as a study. There should be an environment or policy for implementation whereby females are given room for them to voice out and have a say in the politics in school. Because right now you see that there's a discrimination in school, especially in the school environment. A female might intend to say something, I want to do this, but the male counterpart will like,
say, shut up, you are a girl. Don't you know you are a girl?
You can't do that. And also organizing activities regarding gender-based violence in school. That will promote issues of violence against women, and women are sometimes victims of violence in school, and to enlighten the society and the community we are in. So I think most importantly, my final word will be that women should not be seen, we should change our perspective of the way we see women in the society. We shouldn't see women as being an object in the kitchen or anywhere else, because we should change the word. We should change the perspective and initiation that women should be a leader that can bring better decisions in the society, and this will change the cankerworm that the society thinks about. Okay, this word should be this word.